Base checked.
Alright, so in this video, well, I'm actually screen recording my PC this time. So, and this is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm just gonna kind of mention that this video is gonna be completely unedited. It's gonna be probably a really long one, I'm sure. It's gonna be just pretty much random stuff, and I'm not using the best audio setup either, so, but it works. I'm gonna probably get a different microphone in the future, but right now, I don't really know what I want to get. So I'm just using my voice recorder's microphone hooked up to my PC, and it kind of works. It works good enough for what we're doing. Anyway, in this video, we're gonna just install, I'm gonna attempt to install, at least, the Keynote Gold synthesizer in Windows 3.1. Now, Windows 3.1 is an interesting operating system because I do technically have it running in VMware, but I don't have a speech synthesizer except for the hardware synthesizer that I have. It's actually a virtual synthesizer. It's called the Virtual Braille and Speak, and it kind of uses, if you have the NVDA screen reader, it uses like a virtual COM port to communicate with NVDA and use your modern synthesizer or whatever is on NVDA with Windows 3.1 with an old screen reader. Well, I know that it's possible to get Keynote Gold in Windows 3.1. Keynote Gold is an older synthesizer, so I'm going to try it out. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, so that's why this is just going to be one of those random videos. And if you like these kinds of like random, unedited, long videos like this, then I'll keep them coming. But let's get into it. First, I actually have a lot of stuff open on my computer, so
Redirect C OBS 30.
First, we're gonna have to actually create the Keynote Gold ISO. I'm gonna move the recorder away from the computer too, because it's kind of loud. So I think that works. Okay. We're gonna have to first
stop recording.
Create an ISO of the Keynote Gold installer, which is just a folder. So
this PC file explorer.
Come to think of it, I should have kept it open before I recorded, but
window.
So I'm just going through my file explorer. And
selected. Items view list. D. Documents. Items.
I don't know why File Explorer is so slow with
BT sync. Items. T. TTS. Items view list. O. Old software since no. Items.
Okay, so it's going to be under Keynote Gold.
Keynote Gold 3 of 80.
It's just a folder, but the folder, there's a few files I actually am going to modify in here because there's a new way to actually, if you know how Keynote Gold works, it has a 15-minute okay. It still technically has it with the clean install, the 15-minute time limit, but somebody has figured out a way to remove that time limit. So there's a way to modify some of the files in the installer before installing it, and yeah, this will be interesting. So I have never done any of this before myself, so this will be an interesting thing to try to do. So first, actually, well, I don't know why I navigated all the way over here, because I have to go all the way back to, you know what, no, I'm not doing it like that.
Preview.
We're just going to do it like this.
This end of this net window. Used camera document download expanded. 40 items.
Now, I think, yeah, I don't know how this is going to work.
Menu collapse download.
I don't know.
Item today. Keynote cracked.zip 2 of.
So that's what it's called.
Items view selected.
Well,
Keynote.
We're gonna
VKNG MMD.386 2 of 3.
There's two files that need to be copied, replace, actually. They need to replace the original ones that are on the Keynote Gold installer right now. So I'm going to copy this first one, and hopefully...
Keynote cracked.zip 2 of 70.
I don't know if this is working.
J. Install 1 of 20.
Okay, good, it actually is. Okay, so we're just going to paste it in here, and it should...
Replace or skip.
Okay, I'm going to
Skip the replace the file space. Pause the operation unavailable not checked read only.
Replace the file.
VK.
And now we're going to go back, actually forward.
Crack vkngmmd.vxd3.
And there's a VXD file. We're going to copy it and
items view. Today. Item.
My file explorer is like being really slow for some reason. I don't know why.
The
Only file explorer.
Time replace or skip. Skip the replace the file space. Pause the operation unavailable not checked read only. Keynote Gold.
Okay, so
Type.
basically what
Virtual
that just
device
did was
driver
I replaced,
size 14.1 kilobytes. Stick.
I replaced 2 of the files in the installer, and those 2 files are modified slightly to actually remove the 15-minute time limit in Keynote Gold when using Keynote Gold. So it's still going to say that it only can run for 15 minutes, but in reality, it should run, well, as long as the operating system is running now. So now that that's done, Windows 3.1, you can't necessarily copy it over in VMware as like something like a shared folder. It needs to be done through an ISO or floppy image. Now, I think this Keynote Gold installer is a little bit too big to be done on a floppy disk, so we're going to have to do this on like through an ISO. So I have this program on my computer. Let me just verify just to make sure. We can go out of here.
Deck Keynote date created 9/7/2023 9:45 p.m. size 2.56 megabytes full.
Yeah, it's 2.56 megabytes, so just a little bit too big to fit on a floppy disk or a floppy disk image. So what we're going to do is, now that I have that modified, I'm going to just close my file explorer, and on my desktop I have this app.
FS Reader F files 8 of F FS Read F file.
Okay, well I had it. I don't know where it is.
FS.
Hold on, let me go to my recycle bin. I might have accidentally deleted it somehow.
R RAM disk R Rufus R recycle bin file F.
Nope. Apparently I have not deleted it. I don't know where it went. Okay, let's just type it in the start menu.
Search F R Fran E Mike E Free images S free ISO creator 1 any burn selected 1 of 5 free ISO creator see more search for.
I literally have the app and I don't know where it is. I had it on my desktop.
Free ISO. Search the web. Free ISO. Best match 1 any burn selected 1 of 5 free best match 1 any best match. Free ISO loading complete.
Okay, now I just opened it.
Clip.
What's happening here?
Desk.
I had it on my desktop.
F files F.
Apparently I don't have it anymore on my desktop. I don't know why. Okay, well, let me just pause this video until I figure out what's going on, because come to think of it, there are a few programs that I might have accidentally deleted from my desktop. So I'm going to pause the video until I can figure out what's up with this.
Fill prop device control audio property control config start for sources lock vis lock 9 audio volume mute proper volumes.
I'm trying to find the pause button.
Mute device control prop controls window pause recording.
Okay.
Space not check.
Okay, I'm back. So the reason it actually was not in the recycle bin, it was in the recycle bin earlier, but I just remembered that when I was like cleaning some stuff off my computer, like the downloads folder and like random stuff like that, I emptied the recycle bin, which turned out to have that shortcut in there. So I had to actually go through that BT Sync folder and find the free ISO Creator app and put it on my desktop again. So now that it's back on my desktop, we're good. Now, why it even got removed from my desktop in the first place, I don't know, but it somehow did, but I got it back. So let's go to the desktop.
Desktop list. CD burner X recycle bin 1 of 20.
And now we can open free ISO Creator.
FF files F free ISO creator.x20 free ISO creator.
And we're going to go ahead and
source browse space browse for folder,
and we're going to browse for the Keynote Gold folder that I just modified.
Make tree view cancel tree make new folder tree view.
And this is going to be interesting actually.
Home collapse desk gal cam desk documents collapse expand arc audio BT sync collapse 3 of 23 level expand .t TTS expand circum O. Old software synth expand create desktop Keynote Gold collapsed. Free
Okay, Keynote Gold.
selected Keynote Gold. ISO file save as.
Now we're gonna click Save As
Space.
for the ISO.
Pressed.
And I'm just gonna
File name.
save it as well, Keynote Gold. Why not?
KeyNote Keynote GOLD. Save file name collapsed. Alt plus N selected Keynote Gold. Item M tree view.
And now I want to actually put it in my Windows 3.1 virtual machine folder.
Network Windows users camera document virtual machine Windows 2000 per Windows 98 Windows 90 Windows 11 Windows 10 Windows 7.
Yeah, I have a lot of virtual machines.
Windows 3.1 with Windows 3.1 collapse. Windows 2.0 Windows 3.
Okay, and we're gonna put it in there.
Name save tool save alt
And I'll
space
press save. And then now we can just create it.
create space finish dialog ISO writing process finished successfully. Okay.
And we're done.
Create
Now I can just close it.
close desktop.
And that was easy. Now we have a Keynote Gold ISO that will hopefully install Keynote Gold in this Windows 3.1 virtual machine. Now, I can't remember what happened to the virtual machine.
Paint
I think I shut it down.
obs redirect C obs reader C
Yeah, I must have
obs 3 redirect reader
Okay, so we're gonna open VMware.
search window VMware workstation 17
And I will start up my Windows 3.1
VMware
virtual machine.
Windows 3.12 of a pane.
Now, I already have the virtual braille and speak running, so what's going to happen is it's actually going to use an old version of the Window Eyes screen reader, but it's going to talk through my modern NVDA. But the goal is to hopefully get Keynote Gold installed on here and then actually get it to talk through Keynote Gold. I'm not exactly sure if this will work. I know it's possible, but I don't know with my current virtual machine if it's possible to get it to work. Okay, so Windows 3.1 doesn't start up automatically. It starts up in the Windows folder in MS-DOS. Windows 3.1 isn't technically really an operating system. It's not a standalone operating system. It's just basically a graphical shell, an app almost, that runs on top of DOS. So, but anyway, the way we have to do it is we have to type WIN and press enter.
Group icon, frame, program manager.
And it works. And now you can kind of hear that it's using my modern synthesizer in Windows 3.1. I can
Main.
But yeah, so we're going to go to, File Explorer wasn't a thing in Windows 3.1 either, so we're going to go to, you have to press Control-Tab to navigate through. Oh, also if you press Windows, it doesn't do anything but just make that ding sound. Because Windows opens the Start menu, the Windows key opens the Start menu typically, but Windows 3.1 didn't have one, so the Windows key didn't really exist back then. So it doesn't do anything. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to press Control-Tab to navigate through here until...
Main.
Actually, it's main.
MDI child, file manager.
So File Explorer wasn't a thing, it was called File Manager, and it's quite a bit different compared to File Explorer. But actually, before we do this, in VMware I have to configure this to have the right
toolbar
image in here.
Power sub remove file tool window.
So I'm going to go to the settings.
Virtual machine setting.
Now this isn't necessarily a tutorial on how to use any of these like applications like VMware or anything like that, or Windows 3.1 itself. This is just basically me installing something on it, just an experiment.
Process.
So if you want an actual tutorial on how to use any of this software that I mentioned, like Free ISO Creator, or that one's pretty self-explanatory, but I can go into more detail about it, or like any of the software that I mentioned at all, just let me know in the comments.
Memory.
Anyway, we're gonna go
hard CD slash device
CD
connected
/DVD.
power on not connected not checked all checked can use ISO browse
I'm
pressed
gonna browse for an ISO.
browse DVDRW
And I have to go here.
Windows
to the
10 12 Windows 3.1 with MS Windows 3.1 item
Windows 3.1.
ready 5 Windows Keynote Gold.ISO 6 of SID.
And there it is. That's the new ISO that I just created. So we're gonna
Virtual.
We're gonna put that in there and
Add. Remove. OK. Pressed. Windows.
press OK, and hopefully this works. I don't see why it wouldn't, but I really hope it works. If not, well then I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna do. But let's go back to the virtual machine
Pane.
and
File Manager. List box. D. Top index. Open directory. Install.
yes, here we are in here. So
J. Open directory. JF. Open directory. Install. Open directory. Install.
where is the install.exe?
Open directory. Install. Index. Open bottom index. Open directory.
Okay, well, that's kind of weird, but
Top index. Open direct.
I can't find the actual. There's a lot of things missing in here.
Bottom. Open bottom and open.
It's only showing the folders.
Top index.
I wonder if we can use the run dialog. Let's try it.
MDI child main. F. Menu closed.
I think it would be
D. INSTAL. Period. E. Button. OK. Dialog. System pull down. Application execution error. Edit.
Okay, something.
L. Period.
Oh well, that's why.
L. Button. OK. Dialog. Edit box.
Okay, something's not right. It's
M.
So it was working, but it's kind of not. It's not showing any of the actual files, only some of the folders. So I need to figure out what's up with that. But we're almost there.
File Manager. MDI frame. File man. D. Custom. D. Top index. Open directory. Top multi-selection. List box.
Okay, here we go, I think.
Directory. Top in. Direct. Miscellaneous file. As Mimo miscellaneous file. Install 06. 1 miscellaneous file. Italia 0 Top index. Directory. Miscellaneous file. Install 06. 107,008. 9/7/less.
Okay, I don't know where the actual install thing is.
Miscellaneous. Top index. Directory. Install.
There's that directory, but that's not exactly the executable.
Direct director miscellaneous file bottom index
It's not showing that any of these are executable. There's where I don't know where the executable file is, but
direct top
well,
list box direct top index.
Let's just open. Yeah, these are all miscellaneous files. Something kind of weird is happening with this.
Bottom index. Miscellaneous top index.
These are all audio files. That's why I'm not sure why they're not working. Well, yeah, I don't know exactly what's happening.
List box. Top in open directory. Install. Top index. Open directory. D:\/ index.
Yes, that's what we want.
Multi-select direct top direct
Yeah, I don't know. There is no install app. There's this thing
top
here.
index directory install.
That's the install directory.
Miscellaneous file. Install 06. 107,008. 9.
Yeah, I really don't know what's going on with this, but it's kind of weird. It's like not showing some of the files, like the executable files are gone. None of those files are there, and that's what we need. Maybe I can just run
MD.
Let's try something here.
F. Menu close. D:\/ NT.
Oops.
TST. AL. Period. E. Deinstall point eggs. E. Button. OK. Dialog. System pull down. Application execution error. Edit.
It's like, I don't know. This is so weird. It's there, but it's not. I'm just trying to think, because there could technically be a way to make a floppy image out of all this, but there isn't. Well, yeah, I don't know. I guess I can just pause this video until I figure something out, because as of right now, I'm not exactly sure what's happening.
MDI chop.
But if I find anything, I will come back to the video.
Window eyes. Program manager.
Oh wait, I forgot we're in Windows 3.1 still.
Redirect roll. Windows C. OBS 3. OBS controls window. Pause recording space. Not chat.
Okay, so it's been maybe like 20 minutes, and I have not been really very, I haven't been able to find anything new, but, well, in Windows, but I did find something new in VMware. I decided to turn off the virtual machine, and I went back to VMware, and there's an advanced button in the CD/DVD settings. Well, I found this checkbox, and it says it said,
VMware.
What did it say? It said legacy emulation.
I check I0 troubleshoot virtual I0 1 CDs troubleshooting grouping legacy emulation not checked.
So, and that was not checked. So we're gonna just
checked.
We're gonna check that checkbox and try this again and see what it does this time.
Okay, can't help. Can't. Okay.
So, oh yeah, let's just
virtual machine settings dialog advanced Alt plus V. Use device list tab can help can't. Okay.
I'm gonna
can't help tab device connection grouping use ISO image file device stick checked lit tab help can't. Okay pressed VMware works.
Now let's start the virtual machine again.
Pane.
And now with that legacy emulation thing turned on, let's see if that makes a difference, because it seems like what was happening is some of the files that we needed, like some of the executable files and the text files and stuff, weren't being read properly. So maybe with that legacy emulation thing turned on, that might fix it. If not, well, then we're back to square one. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Let's start this up.
Group icon, frame, main, MDI file, MDI.
Here we go.
Multi-select direct topic direct miss.
It's not looking like
bottom.
Nope, there's nothing.
Top index directory miscellaneous file
They're all
install
still
zeros
broken.
index 10 of 29 selected button multi.
Okay, well, I don't know.
MD.
Let's turn it off for now again,
button.
Because there's a couple more things I can try.
Power shut V no yes Windows 3.1 OBS 3 search win V.
Let's go back to VMware and
VMware
we're going to
workstation
change the IDE thing here.
Windows 3.1 virtual machine set.
And maybe this might actually, if this doesn't work, I also have VMware Workstation Pro. Not that, I'm not sure if that'll actually make a difference, but it might. So if this doesn't work, if this fails, then we'll try this virtual machine in VMware Pro and see what it does.
Processors, hard CD/DVD device connection use on browse advanced pressed CD/D. I checked Alt plus SCSI checked. I checked SCSI checked Alt plus.
I think IDE is going to be the best one for this.
I0 1 CD/I0 0 I1 0.
Let's try that one.
Troubleshoot. Okay. Troubleshooting grouping. Legacy emulation not checked Alt plus.
Oh, it was not checked still though. Why?
I0 troubleshooting grouping. Legacy emulation not checked. Okay. Can't help. Can't. Okay. Prep. Virtual machine add. Advanced pressed.
For some reason it was not checked.
Help. I0 troubleshooting grouping. Legacy emulation checked Alt plus.
Okay, it's still checked.
Virtual device I1 0 troubleshooting grouping. Legacy emulation checked Alt plus.
Okay, let's see what.
I
don't know why it would do that.
I0 1 troubleshooting grouping. Legacy emulation check. Okay. Can't help. Can't. Okay. Prep. Virtual machine. Use device list tab help. Can't. Okay. Pressed. VMware work.
Okay, let's turn that.
Pane.
For some reason, the legacy emulation thing was unchecked again. So I just turned it back on and I made sure it stayed on. So I don't know what that was all about. Maybe this will fix it, but I don't know.
Frame. File list box.
Going to the file manager.
Top open directory. Install. Index open bottom
these are
top
just-
multi
Okay, it doesn't seem to be fixing it. So let's try.
MDI child main button. Okay.
Let's try this same exact virtual machine, but instead of VMware Player, we're going to try it in VMware Pro, just to see if for some reason that makes a difference.
Tool pow shut v no yes Windows odds 30
Now,
search window v Cameron best match VMware Workstation 17 play v apps group VMware Workstation Pro
let's see if this makes a difference.
VMware Workstation property page
This one's
create
a little.
tree view Windows 10 not Windows 11 Windows 2 Windows 2 Windows 2000 Windows 3.1 not selected 6 of 15 level 1 Windows 3.16 of 15 level 1 Windows 3.16 of 15 property page Windows 3.1 author version tree view Windows 3 Windows
It's not working.
edit virtual power on this virtual machine.
Oh, well, we need to
Edit virtual machine settings. Space.
We need to do that because we got to put the CD in there.
Virtual machine. Processor. Hard disk. CDs. Device status grouping. Connected power unchecked. Alt. Connection grouping. Use ISO image file. Collapsed. Selected Keynote Gold.iso.
Oh, I guess it's already there. Cool.
Browse. Advanced. Add. Remove. OK. Can't help. OK.
Well, if it's already there, then I guess
Press. Windows 3.
let's see what it does.
Power on this space. Pane.
Let's power it on.
To release input, press CTRL plus Alt help balloon.
Okay, let's turn it on.
Frame. File manager. List
File
box.
manager.
Open top index. Multi direct top index. I. Miscellaneous file.
No.
Install 0 set. I. Miscellaneous file. Italia 0 I. Top index. Directory.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. For some reason, something is not right with this virtual machine or with VMware, I think. So, I don't know. I know there's a way to get this working. I just don't know exactly what's going on.
MD button. To toolbar new win open close open new exit connect to export to close tabs context menu cut seat preferences context full customize tool pane toolbar edit all view via tabs VM all plus tabs help via power remove power sub shut down guests suspend guests restart guests power on power off VMware Workstation can't power off Windows 3.1 VMware Workstation pane.
Okay.
Property page. Open a create tree view.
Let's just
Windows 3.1 not select Windows 3.16 edit for power edit virtual space.
let's change this. I'm gonna just set it as a hard drive just because we can. Maybe that might make a difference.
Hard disk. CDs device status grouping. Connect use browse advanced press CD I0 1 C I checked alt I0 SCSI I checked I0 troubleshooting grouping legacy emulation not checked alt
It
checked
keeps turning that off for some reason.
virtual device no SCSI checked alt plus S SCSI checked alt plus I checked I0 1 CD slash DVD I0 0 hard disk ID.
Let's make it think it's a hard disk. Maybe that might make a difference. I don't know.
Trouble. OK. Can't help. Can't. OK. Prep. VMware.
If that doesn't work, what is this saying?
Windows VMware Workstation dialog. The device cannot be added to the controller. Select a different controller. OK.
Of course.
CDs help. OK. Can't help. Virtual I0. I checked alt I0 0 hard disk I collapsed.
I don't really know what's wrong with this.
id0, 1 CD slash id1, id help, can't OK, press, virtual machines add,
Well,
alt plus,
that worked, I guess.
advanced, connection, use ISO image, use div, lit, tap, help, can't OK, pressed, Windows 3,
Okay, let's turn it on again.
power on this virtual space, pane.
I don't know, this is definitely interesting. But I did kind of expect these problems to kind of happen. I don't know. Did it even?
W.
No, it's not even on.
To release
There we
input,
go.
press CTRL plus Alt help balloon. Frame. File MDI frame.
File manager, yep.
Open top index. Open directory. D:\\, multi-direct top index I. Miscellaneous file. Install 0 I. Miscellaneous.
I don't think this is gonna do anything.
Bottom.
It's like the files that we need are there, but it's not recognizing them as executable files. I don't know why, but we just need the install file to be executable, and it isn't for some reason. So, yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on here. This is weird.
Directory. Winnies. Top in.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of lost here. It was a good idea, but it didn't really work. So,
MDI child.
I guess I will pause the video again until I think of some other great idea that probably won't work.
To OBS 3's OBS prop controls window. Pause record space. Not checked.
Okay, so I was just sitting here for a couple minutes thinking about this, and I have another idea that, like I said, probably might not work, but it might at the same time. And that is a floppy disk, more specifically a virtual floppy disk. I know that this will not fit on a physical floppy disk because that's 1.44 megabytes, and this is, I think it was like 2 point something. So, but VMware actually lets you create virtual floppy disks with the .flp extension, and I'm just thinking that maybe if I could somehow, I don't know, somehow manage to get some of the files over. I don't really know exactly what my thought process is with this, but let's just create a, here, I'm going to go,
Windows 3.1 VMware.
what I'm going to do is turn off this virtual machine.
To release input, press File Manager. Button. Pane.
What I'm going to do is,
To direct input to this virtual machine, press CTRL plus G help balloon. Tool edit via tabs VMwall contact power remove power shut down guest startup suspend guest restart get power on unavailable power off pane VMware can't power Windows 3.1 VMware work.
okay, so we're going to close this.
Property page. Open a virtual
Completely.
properties controls window. Pause recording notch.
And I'm going to open VMware.
Search
VMware Player is fine, I guess.
VMware Workstation 17 play V
because it can do this too. And what we're actually going to do is, in Windows 3.1,
Windows 3.1
I'm going to go to the settings, and
virtual machine
if there isn't already a floppy disk controller in here, we're going to add one.
process hard disk CD
And if there is one,
floppy summary auto detect 5
yes, there is a floppy in here.
network flop
So,
device state connection grouping use physical drive auto detect add remove
what we actually need to do is
okay
remove it.
pressed list
And we need to add another device, a new device.
device network lands advanced add alt plus pressed
And
add
it needs to be a floppy disk controller.
CD hard disk floppy drive 3 of 9
Now, in here, what we can actually do is,
finish cancel hard finish cancel hardware
well, okay, this is weird, but,
cancel
oh wait, okay, hold on.
finish
Yes.
pressed
So, there was no point in deleting that whole thing, because,
remove all add okay connection grouping auto detect collapsed
I don't think there's a way to create,
use physical drive use floppy physical drive use floppy image file
okay, yes, use floppy image file. So,
blank
you can choose one,
create
or you can create one.
pressed
So, we're going to create one.
Create a floppy image dialog. File name, collapsed. Alt plus and blank.
And I'll just call it Keynote Gold. That'll work.
Save. File name, collapsed. Alt plus and selected Keynote Gold.
Oh wait, hold on, I forgot the space.
Key-O-T-G. G. Save tool. Save cancel. Up. Can't save alt.
And we're gonna save it.
Tool. Save as type. Floppy images. Star.flp. Collapsed alt plus T. Expand it.
That's an interesting image thing.
Collapse. Save. Cancel. Save alt. Press. Virtual machine.
Now we can save it.
Browse. Create. Alt.
And actually, hopefully it saved where I wanted it to. We better make sure, because, but basically...
Browse. Read only not checked. Alt. Add. Alt plus. Remove. Add. Browse. Create. Select YouTube. Lit. Tab. Help. Cancel. OK. Pressed. VMware work.
What we can do is close out of here.
Obs.
And now in my file explorer, there should be a file called Keynote Gold, a blank floppy disk image with the .flp extension. But you might be wondering, well, how are you going to actually get that open? Well, Windows actually does not include a built-in way to open floppy images, especially FLP images. But there's this thing that I have on my desktop, and it's called, I forgot exactly, here, let me just...
Proper control. Desktop list. FreeISO Creator.
But it comes with multiple different programs. One of those is called Mount Image File.
Mount Image File.
So we can open this up.
Secure desktop.
User, yes.
I'm disk.
And, what we can do is...
Drive.
There's this little button. It doesn't necessarily say it's a browse button, but it is.
Space.
And...
Open dial.
It actually accepts FLP files, so we can mount it, and what it'll do is actually mount it as a virtual floppy disk, like File Explorer in Windows will think it's an actual floppy disk. So what we're going to do is...
Item MIDI are not selected.
It should hopefully be in here.
MIDI files. Item Windows 9. Mac OS. Windows 3.17 of item.
Hopefully it's here.
Keynote Keynote Gold.flp2 type.
There it is.
I'm disk dialog device type. Drive A collapsed.
And it already recognizes that it's a floppy, so it's A:.
Read only not checked. Removable not checked. Floppy checked. Partition. Selected.
It already has recognized all this.
List. Mounted Windows startup not checked. Switch to driver interface. OK. Can't mount new can't OK.
And we can press OK.
Space. Pressed. Unavailable. Mount invalid file system dialog. A volume does not contain a valid file system. What do you want to do? Unmount.
Okay.
Format. Exit.
Okay, right. It's a blank FLP, so we need to format it with a file system.
Format floppy disk drive. A. Dialog. Start Alt plus S. Q. Format options grouping. Quick format not checked. Alt plus space.
I do
checked.
want quick format.
Start Alt close alt capacity. 3.5. 1.44 megabytes. 512 bytes / file system FAT. Default. Collapsed.
It should work for Windows 3.1.
Alex Vol for start close alt start format can't OK. Formatting floppy disk drive. A. Dialog format complete.
And
OK.
there it is. Format complete.
For C. Window. Obs 3. Redirect C. Obs reader C. Win C.
Now what it has done is now in File Explorer.
This PC. File.
There should be a new drive.
Window. Floppy disk drive. A.
And there it is. Floppy disk drive. That's it. That is the new drive. So
item
in here it's blank because, well, there's nothing in it. So, but now it will work as if there was an actual floppy disk in my computer. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to copy these files over and, well, I guess just hope it works. If not, well then, I guess, I don't know. I don't really know. But we will see. If not, I'll try to see if I can find the floppy disk version of the Keynote Gold installer, because it's probably somewhere around the internet.
Floppy disk.
Probably even on my computer, who knows. But yeah, let's just see if we can...
Windows. Items U. Item. Document.
My File Explorer is slow, I don't know why.
BT.
I don't know why it's
Item.
like that.
T. Items view list. O. Items. Deck. Keynote Gold.
Okay,
Items.
so under Keynote Gold, this is the modified folder that I did, and we're going to just select all, copy, and then we're going to try to take it all the way back
Items view.
to the floppy disk.
Floppy disk. Item. One interrupted action. Preparing to copy from Keynote Go.
And
Try
yes,
again.
that's what I expected.
Space. N. Cancel. Try again. All space. Can't. Space. Floppy disk. Try again. All space. Pause the opera. Cancel. Try space. Cancel.
Yeah, it's not working.
Try a space. Pause the opera. Cancel. Cancel. Can't try again. All plus. Pause the opera. Cancel.
Yeah. Well. Okay. This particular thing doesn't exactly work. But if I can somehow find the Keynote Gold floppy disk images online, which that might be extremely hard to find, but I will check the internet. And if I don't find it, well then, I guess we'll go from there. But if I do find it, that'll be great. But I guess we'll see. Because this isn't necessarily going to work. But I'm going to keep this floppy disk image because, well, we're going to need it to copy stuff over, if this works.
Yes alt. No alt. Yes.
What was that thing?
This redirect window. Terminal blank. This will cancel all This will. No alt. Yes. One interrupted. This will cancel all.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that, but it
No alt. Plus one interrupt. This will. No alt. One.
won't take that away.
Reader obs 30 C redirect obs C floppy disk name this folder is empty.
Yeah. Okay. So
I-
what we're gonna do is
Redirect win.
I'm just gonna pause, and I'm gonna go on the internet and see if I can find anything.
C obs 3 obs prop controls window. Pause space not checked.
All right. Well, I was not able to find anything online as far as like a Keynote Gold installer or anything like that. So, yeah. I guess I have one other idea, and again, it's probably not guaranteed to work, but it's worth a try. So what we can do is, I thought, well, it's not working as an ISO image. What if we actually burn it to a physical CD and try to put that in Windows 3.1? I don't know why that would work, but at the same time I feel like it might, so it's worth a try. It's the final thing we can try before I just give up on this project for tonight. So I'm going to grab one of my CDs. That's going to work the best for this. I have CDs and DVDs. So I'm just trying to find a CD that's blank. Okay, here we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to burn the same files to this CD. A physical disk. And then try it in the virtual machine. I don't know why that would make a difference, but if it does, well, that would be weird, but cool at the same time.
New notification from autoplay. DVD-RW drive. D. Select to choose what happens with blank CDs. One of this PC
Okay, so
file.
what we're going to do with it is
Win DVD-RW drive. Burn a disk dialog. How do you want to use this? Like a USB with a CD. DVD-RW.
CD.
Select desktop. Files read. Top. Delete. No. Yes. DVD. Delete. No all. Yes. Space. Pause the opera. DVD.
I don't know what that was, but anyway.
This PC.
What we're going to do is
Windows.
I'm going to copy the Keynote Gold files
U. Item. Camera.
to this CD.
Item. Desk.
And we're going to see what it does.
Download. Document. Items view B. BT sync 3. Items view T. T. Items view lit O. Old. Items view lit K. Keynote Gold 3 of 80.
And actually, let's just copy the whole entire file, or the whole entire folder, the whole thing. And go all the way back, all the way back through the File Explorer.
DVD.
And we're going to put it all here, just this folder.
New notification from Windows Explorer.
And
you have files waiting to be burned to disk. Keynote Gold 1 of 1.
And that's that. So now we're going to actually burn it to the disk.
New cut read delete more pop burn compress pin to cop pin burn undo.
Where's the finish burning
burn
button? Okay, it's still not. It's
create
not there.
more.
So
5 Keynote Gold 1 tooltip. Item win DVD copy more details more burnt finish burning.
Finish burning.
More burn to disk. Recording speed 10x close the next space pressed unavailable.
And now we're just going to let
Pop-up,
this
please wait.
do its thing.
Pop-up host.
The disk drive in this computer is pretty loud. Now this shouldn't take too long because it's only 2 megabytes. A progress bar would be nice. Oh, I think we're done.
Yes, burn these.
Yep, we're done. So it just ejected the disk, but
Items,
we're actually going to put it back in
desktop, File Explorer, OBS 3.0, device controls, redirect C, OBS.
Okay, I'm going to put the disk back in, and we're going to open VMware.
Search window, V.
And what we're going to do is, once it loads, it's taking forever.
New notif.
I don't know why VMware is not loading.
VMware work.
Here it is.
VMware Home 1, Windows 3.1.
What we're going to do is go to the settings for this virtual machine.
Virtual
and,
hard disk, CD / device status grouping. Connected power unchecked alt. Connection grouping. Use physical drive.
Use physical drive.
Auto detect collapsed. D. Advanced add remove OK.
I'll make sure it's drive D.
Pressed.
And
VMware work.
now we'll turn this virtual machine
Home
on.
Windows 3.1. Pane.
And it should connect to the actual physical drive.
Frame.
Yep, the CD started spinning again. So what we're going to do is
File D: // list bar.
And
multi-selection list bar top index bottom index directory Keynote -1
and here it is.
Directory install directory I executable file install .exe.
That's it. That is it. It literally worked. I figured it out. That's how it's done. You're supposed to do it on a physical disk. So for whatever reason, creating the ISO image file caused some sort of weird corruption. That's it. Executable file. Now we can just run this.
Index 11 of 30 selected button I equals
Okay, hold on.
button
We got like too much weird stuff that just went all at once.
button E equals exit arrow multi-select
It's trying to. I need to turn my speech synthesizer off. I think here in my monitor.
missile execute
That was it.
speech mode off.
Okay. Now we should just get Keynote Gold. Okay, something's wrong with the sound card, but I think it said press I to install.
Installing files.
Yeah, something weird happened with that, but
Installation complete. Readme.txt as important information. Press R to read readme.txt in Notepad or E to exit.
just press E.
To start Keynote speech, Windows must be restarted. Press R to restart Windows now or E to exit.
Okay, and we're gonna press R.
Restarting.
All right.
Keynote Gold Multimedia
Oh wow, that was
Speech
fast.
Demo. Speech will run for 15 minutes from first load.
Now I don't think. Okay, no. So, as I expected, now that Keynote Gold is installed, it's not going to just work right away with Window Eyes. We have to actually configure Window Eyes to make it work with Keynote Gold. So I'm going to turn my synth back on,
Speech mode top pane. File.
and it should. Okay, good. It works. So we can just close this folder here, and
Applications. Game. App main.
we're going to go to
Window Eye.
the Window Eyes thing. Now, this part, I don't know how to do this, so this is just going to be kind of a little experiment in itself, just trying to figure out how to switch to the Keynote Gold synthesizer.
F equals S equals K equals keyboard pull down.
I think
M equals mouse. O equals C equals cursoring. G equals general pull down.
it's under General.
S equals voice settings default.
Voice settings.
Menu closed.
I think.
Menu closed.
It's not letting me navigate through anything, though. That's not a good sign.
Main. Window Eyes.
Okay,
F equals S K equals key. S equals screen pull down. V equals voice on.
the voice is
R
on.
equals attribute changes. R equals rate 5. V equals voice on. Menu closed. K equals keyboard pull down. Menu closed. M equals mouse. Menu closed. O equals hotkeys. C equals cursoring. G equals gen. V equals verbosity. H equals help pull down. System pull down. H V G equals general
It's
pull
gotta
down.
be in general.
S equals voice settings specified. I equals initialize synthesizer. S V equals voice on. O equals hotkeys on. K equals cursor keys on. B equals bar track auto. N equals include box in light bar off. D equals character dictionary. L equals key labeled. E equals exception diction. G equals graphic dictionary. H equals hyperactive star equals allow speak. C equals allow speak windows and edit boxes. C equals cursor delay 1. T equals trigger delay. R equals caret blink. I equals initialize synth. S equals voice settings specified. I equals synthesizer reinitialized. Menu.
I don't know what that does, but that didn't do anything, as far as I know. So,
F equals file. O equals open pull. C equals close. S equals save pull. D equals save as dot. X equals exit.
I don't know how to change the synthesizer.
O equals open pull. X equals
There's definitely a way to do it, but I don't know how it's done.
menu closed. S equals screen pull down.
There's
V
no-
equals voice on. R equals rate 5. P E T E O equals volume 9. U equals punctuation. N equals numbers on. C equals capitalization alert off. F equals format alert. E equals repeat filter off. L equals repeat value 3. B equals blank lines off. S equals signal caret pos. I equals attribute change. V equals voice on. Menu close. K equals keyboard.
I know that in newer Window Eyes versions, it's in the File menu, but I don't know exactly where it is in this version.
M equals mouse pull down.
It might not actually allow multiple synths. I guess I never thought of that. Okay, let me check something on the internet, actually.
Main.
I'm gonna go to a website.
Main.
So we're gonna shut this Windows 3. Actually, no, I'll just keep it going. It's probably
Sir-
gonna stay in full screen visually, but
ED. Cameronknet08 at gmail at. Search and one more page. Favorite group YouTube data jakes. Loading complete.
I'm going to this website
Set
and
dot faf beat bot rig me arts beat dot beat window eyes slash September 28th 2024 loading new
Window Eyes. Let's see what we have.
separate heading level 1 index of set dot dots window eyes for office slash August 1st 2024 demo slash July 31st 2000 window eyes 8.0 window eyes 70 we 31 we 5 we 55 up we 700 window eyes 60 dot winnies 70 dot eyes
I need Window Eyes 3.1, I think.
separate blank.
Well, apparently it's not in here.
Windows 60.exe February 12th 2015 Winnies 70.iso February 9th We 711 upgrade.exe February We 55 upgrade.exe Feb
It has to be Window Eyes 3.1 because Window Eyes 55 won't, like 5.5, it won't work on here.
We 5.0 full dots We 31.iso September
Oh, here it is. WI31. That's Window Eyes 3.1.
Loading downloading We 31.iso 12.2 megabytes
And it's an ISO, so if it gives us problems, well, which it probably might, then I will put it in.
Downloads completed.
I will put it on an actual CD.
Search
Okay, I'll close the internet browser,
Windows.
and it's in my downloads. So
This PC file floppy disk window. Item doc download. Item today we31.
I'm gonna copy it,
Item
and we're gonna move it over to Windows 3.1.
download
If it'll let me, that would be great.
documents. Item V. Virtual item.
Okay, my computer's being a little slow right now. It's only in File Explorer. I don't know. There must be some sort of weird glitch with either NVDA or File Explorer or something, but only File Explorer just seems to be going really slow.
Mac OS 11, Windows 1. Windows 3.17.
Windows 3.1. We're gonna just
we31.
put it in here, and now I can close
Windows.
that. And we're gonna have to change the disk that's in there. So, oh wait, no, that's not. We need the settings. So
Virtual machine. Hard CD. Device status group. Connected power on. Connection group. Use ISO. Use browse. Pressed.
and we're gonna browse for the ISO.
Item
and
506. Redeem. Window. Keynote. we31.iso.
It's WI31. So
Virtual machine. Okay. Can't. Okay.
now I don't know if Windows 3.1 has autoplay or not, but we'll see what this does.
Pressed. Windows 3.1 V.
If it gives me problems, like I said, I will put it on a CD. Because it probably will. So, I mean, I'm hoping it doesn't, but you know, sometimes...
Main.
Yeah, this will be upgrading from Windows 1.1 to Windows 3.1. So it might allow, like, better customization. So, let's go to the File Manager.
MDI. MDI frame. C. Windows. List C. D colon miscellaneous top index directory Windows index miscellaneous file auto.inf index text file readme point bottom index executable file wesida.eggs.
Good, it actually does work. So let's go ahead and run this. And I've never installed Windows or actually upgraded, so this will be very interesting.
Bottom index for a 4 selected button. OK. Dialog. Setup. Windows Setup is preparing the install Shield R wizard, which will guide you through the rest of button. Y equals yes. Dialog. System pull down. Quick install. Welcome to the Windows 3.1 setup program. Button. Y equals dialog. System pull down. User information. Type your name below. If you work for a edit box. Equals name. CAMEON edit box. C equals company read only edit box. S equals serial number 03065 button. N equals next space button. N equals next dialog. System pull down. Synthesizer selection dialog.
Okay,
Little
good.
talk or double talk LT.
So we're gonna need Keynote Gold if it's in here.
Button. C equals cancel. Button. N equals list box. Top index. Index 0 of 0 button. List box. E equals SAPI engine. List box. S equals synthesizers. SAPI. Index 31 of 36. Reading edge. Index K. Keynote Gold Multimedia. Index.
There it is, Keynote Gold Multimedia.
Space. Keynote Gold edit box. F equals button. N equals next space. Frame. Windows 3.1 setup. Button. Cancel. MDI child. Windows. Laptop layout. Frame. Program manager. Button. R equals restart computer now.
Okay, so hopefully this works.
Button. L equals restart computer late. Button. R equals space.
I have no idea what's gonna happen after this. We might not even have a screen reader. If not, which it seems like it's not doing anything. Keynote Gold isn't talking at all, or really anything, so I think it worked, as far as I know, but I don't know, because I'm not getting anything. maybe I have to press W, like type.
Keynote Gold
Yes,
Multimedia
that was it. I have to
speech
type
demo.
win in here.
Speech will run for 15 minutes from first load. Graphic Program Manager.
And there we go. Keynote Gold is now the default main synthesizer in Windows 3.1.
Vocalize layout. Uninstall Windows. Vocalize default layout.
So I don't know if I can change the volume. No, I don't think that'll work. But let's see. Actually, maybe I can do it in the Windows thing.
Windows active Rodman point 0. F equals file S equals screen A S equals R equals T equals tone O equals volume global disabled.
No, it's disabled.
Menu.
Maybe in Control Panel I can change the system-wide volume. But that's it. I did not think this was actually going to work, and yeah, it worked. So it was worth it. So I guess whatever that was all about, for some reason, the Keynote Gold installer does not like to work on Windows 3.1 as an ISO. It only works on a physical CD. I don't know why, but that seems to be what happened. So I should probably end this video now because it's getting really long. I actually don't know how long it is, but if you would like to see a video of Keynote Gold working in Windows in Windows 3.1, just leave a comment and I will do a specific video more about Keynote Gold. But I'm just going to kind of
Program Manager.
Well, I do want to check something. Before I end the video, we're going to go to Control Panel
Windows.
and
Startup.
we're going to go
Multi-document app. Network. App. Win. Audios. Access. Text. Optional. Bundled. Early media. S. Technology. Early. F. Network.
I don't know.
Applet. Multi. Startup. Window. Audios. Accessor. Text. Optional. Bundled. Early media.
It'd be under
S.
main, but I can't
Network.
find it.
Names. Net. S. Early. Bund. Option. Text. Access. Audio. Window. Startup. Multi. Application.
Weird.
Names. Network.
It'd be under main,
S.
but
Technology. Early media rack. Bundled app. Optional. Text to speech.
that's kind of weird. But
Bundled applications.
main is not in here.
Early media rack. Window. Program.
I was just gonna get Control Panel open, but maybe it's, I don't know why it's.
Bundled option. Text. Accessories. Text to speech. Audio soft. Window. Startup. Multi-document application. Multi-document window. Main. File.
Oh, that's why I was saying multi-document window. Okay.
Manager. Open directory. Windows.
Oh, it just opened File Manager. What? That's weird.
Program Manager. File. Control.
Okay, here we go. Control Panel. I'm just gonna see if I can change the sound volume in here and try to make it a little bit louder, because it's like kind of quite a bit quieter than the host OS.
S. Sound mapper configures the sound mapper. S. Sound. Assign sounds to system.
Sound,
List
okay.
box equals events. Dialog. Checkbox checked. N equals enable system sounds. Button H equals L. Button T equals test. Button cancel. Button OK. List box F equals files. Or point wow. List box E equals events. Asterisk 1. Checkbox checked. And button H equals L.
Okay, I guess it's not in here exactly.
Control panel. Custom control. Need sound. Assign sound to date time. Change sound. Sound. Fact. Facts. In. Fact. Facts. 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 Sound. Fact.
I'm gonna just go up to the very top and just kind of.
Changes the window.
Maybe it's under multimedia.
Mouse changes M. MIDI mapper. So M. Mouse change M. MIDI mapper. Select the MIDI.
Maybe it's the sound mapper, I guess.
Sound. Assign S. Sound mapper. Configure. List.
That's probably where it is.
Button A. List box. Priority 1 will open P.711 law and A law software.
I don't know what that is, but
Button A equals about. Button R equals prior. Ample box equals playback. SB16 wave out 220.
Okay, yeah.
Ample box equals recording. S checkbox. Ample box space. SB16. Ample box equals playback. SB16 wave out 220. Graphic.
Okay. I just need to find...
Sound device preferences. U equals use preferred devices only. Button OK. Button and. Button H equals L. List box priority 1 will.
There isn't necessarily a volume thing. I wonder if Windows 3.1 doesn't have volume control. I don't really know that. But we can mess with that later. The main part of this video is, well, it was installing Keynote Gold on Windows 3.1 in Windows 3.1, and it was done. I finally figured it out using a physical CD. Now I have to actually format this disk. But I am going to end this video. Like I said, if you like more of these random, unedited videos like this one, just let me know and I can make some more of them.
Program Manager, multi-document, applications, games, main, button, OK, dialog, system,
Okay. I forgot.
Tool pow shut pow v no window.
You're not supposed to shut it down when Keynote Gold is talking.
Pain.
Otherwise it will crash. So let me just try again to make sure it shuts down and does it all properly, because I don't really know if it's going to after that. Yeah. Something weird happened.
Pow shut no window.
Yeah, it will crash the entire thing.
Pain.
I should have thought of that. Yeah. We don't have any synthesizers, or any sound at all, for that matter. Well, that's not how I exactly expected to end this, but... maybe it's not even in the Windows directory. Oh, it's in something. Maybe I just need to press... it's like doing computerized beeps.
Pull pow shut down v no Windows obs 3 search v camera.
Okay, yeah, that wasn't exactly what I was planning on having to do before ending this, but
VMware Workstation, VMware Home, Windows 3.1.
I'm just starting it back up just to make sure it works properly. No, it's still not. Okay, there we go. Good. That was really weird. Okay, now let's shut it down and make sure it shuts down properly. I press Control to make sure Keynote Gold doesn't talk. Okay, that was the sound. It played kind of weird, but it played. So, yeah. Now it's shut down. Now I can
shut no Windows 3. Obs
shut down the virtual machine, and I can also close this
redirect
virtual braille and speak thing because we no longer need it anymore.
Obs 3.0
for VMware virtual machines.
C Windows Obs 3.0.
And yeah, that's it.
Studio settings. Stop recording checked. Caps lock off.
So yeah, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, just leave a comment and let me know what other videos you would want to see like this, as far as maybe more macOS videos or more Windows videos, or maybe some actual hardware videos, or just anything like that, or just another completely random video of me just trying to do something and just a random video, I guess, like this one. But that's it for this video.